What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone is having a good night tonight. Just got off the Rolling Thunder podcast, and I was kibitzing with Jake. That was our special guest. About 25 minutes after the show, guy really knows his stuff and very knowledgeable about subwoofer enclosures and just everything A to Z. He was really cool to talk to. Might want to have him on this podcast and definitely the Rolling Thunder again. So I see we got 9 people in the chat already. What's going on, everyone? Sorry we are kicking off a little late, but had to go live. Sorry, I was a little sick last week. Had the 19, but it wasn't the one everyone else was talking about. It was definitely some type of flu or stomach bug, man. It just knocked me on my keister. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to look at my phone, and that's weird for me, if you know me. So, absolutely, man. I'm happy to be here tonight, though. What's going on, El Fuego? I know we have Bobby B in the chat. Sam, 25, of course. I know Deviant. He's running late, but always, you know. Let's see. We got Ashy. What's going on? Marshall. Let's see. Ganesh. What's going on, buddy? Thank you for joining in tonight. Let's see. Who else do we got? Aaron T. I know he was in here earlier. We got Brian Townsend. He was on the Rolling Thunder in the comment section. I seen his comments. Thank you for joining in tonight. What's going on? Broken Native. What's going on, man? Thank you for joining in tonight. If you guys have any questions about your builds, about your future Christmas wish list that you have planned for yourself, because I know we all kind of buy our own self things when we're adults, and we can't trust anyone to buy us real car audio. They might be buying us Boss, and oh no, we don't want Boss audio. We want some kicker. We want some Sundown, something nice. You can't rely on someone for that unless they really know you or know car audio. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you buy me anything kicker, I'm gonna love it. Let's see. El Fuego. Oh, you talking 25, getting ready for the hi-fi stream tomorrow. I know I missed Vega's stream. I pulled it up and I'm in the middle of Walmart. Kayla's like, what are you doing? I'm like, Vega's live right now. So I'm going to rewatch some of that. I watched a good portion afterwards, but I need to rewatch the rest of that. I think he's doing the 12 days of streaming. So that's really cool. I definitely want to join him. If he's ever having anyone else on one of those little streams, I can join in. Let's see. Love Boss and Koss. You're going to have to show me this Koss audio. He's always fashionably late. Well, we got 16 people in here tonight. If you're here, comment down below so I know you're here and give you a little shout out. And if you guys got any questions, lay them down. There he is. Deviant D4L is in the building. 14.4 volt talk is in full effect. Deviant has arrived. Andy's Xmas wish came true. Yeah, I mean, hopefully. We'll see. Maybe it might be my birthday wish. I feel like it's more going to be my birthday wish than a Christmas wish. But you can always wish, right? Absolutely. What's going on, GeoArs? Thank you for tuning in tonight, man. If this is your first time, we pretty much just kick back and just hang out, talk about car audio. And I mean, if you guys got any questions, we talk about that. Sometimes I go on a little bit of rants whenever you guys have a really good question. Go a little bit deep into the pool. Let's see. Broken Native. Upgraded to a 250 amp alternator. I know it's not much. That's a lot. That's decent. But how many watts will I be able to push? Stock was only 105 amps. Well, you got to look at it. I mean, battery really has a big tool or a big deal breaker, if you want to call it that, of how much power that you can supply in a way of your system. Now, your alternator, if it does 250 amps at a peak, now, are you testing to see how much power you can do with your gas pedal down to the floor, or are you sitting on a nice hot 80-degree day? So there's lots of variables depend on how much power you can make from your alternator and stuff like that. Now, solely on the alternator, and if you have, we'll say in a perfect world 250 amps of current, and you look at your voltage, 14 amps, you do the two, multiply them, that'll give you the amount of power output in a way. And then whenever you have a battery, the battery can do a lot more. I've clamped 4,000 watts out of one Group 31 AGM battery. I do not suggest doing that. So obviously, and that was a stock alternator, and just, I might throw up the system before I tear it out and redo it, but like maybe film it of how much power I clamped out of a one AGM battery with 8-gauge wire, 4,000 watts, because the battery was doing all the brute. So it really comes to push and shove of how much you want your voltage to be at, of how much power that you can pull from your amplifier. If you're fine with pulling down your voltage down to 10, 11 volts, yeah, you can, run a 10,000 watt amp on there. No problem. But you got to have the reserve to keep up with it so that you're not killing your battery and you're not killing your alternator. Heat is the killer of all. All right, we got a lot of comments here. Sorry. Bobby B, hey Andy, I won some kicker stuff the other night when Kip was on Hi-Fi Vegas channel, won me the Tabor 2 headphone and shirt. That's awesome, dude. I knew they were going to do a giveaway, but I think I watched the entire one of that too. I know I had to go to work and go in for a second, but I might have missed a little bit. Usually I listen to them on the way to work or while I'm just there, depending when they start and how far it is. So that's awesome, dude. I want to get the Tabors because they have kicker here. This does, but it's just embroidered. It's not like boom in your face kicker. I like the Tabors for that. 2 batteries. All right, so you have the 250 amp alternator, 2 batteries. I mean, safely, you're good around 2,000 watts. Anything more than that, like actually clamping, anything more than that, your voltage is going to start dropping, just period. Again, how much do you want your voltage to drop? That's the question. And how efficient is your amplifier? Your amplifier may be dishing out 2,000 watts, okay? But then are you pulling 4,000 watts to do that? Or are you pulling 3,000? And that's the difference between 50% efficient and 75. And really, between the two of those, 75% efficient is usually like a full bridge amplifier when it's played clean. And then whenever it's like a half bridge, Korean, you have it wired down, you're not going to get full efficiency, like say a SCAR RP2K or something like that. 25 to life. What's going on, buddy? Thank you for joining in tonight. What excess power battery do you recommend for up to 5,000 RMS? Marine Excess Power 2, any other good brand? I love Excess. I have 2 of them. I have the XS 34 and 3100. Now I know they talked about, been talking too long today. They were talking on the kicker on mass about 4,000 watts or something like that for their Titan. And AGM, like I said, you can get a lot out of it, but then the voltage is going to drop and you're going to pull a lot of the cycles out of the battery. It's not going to last as long. 5,000 RMS, you're definitely going to want a couple batteries. And again, the alternator, that's where the power is made. It's not the battery. The battery is stored power. And then eventually it depletes, and that's called a cycle. State of charge goes from 100 down to 0. Yada, yada. We know that. The main thing is your alternator. And then after that, you're just pulling away the capacity of your batteries. And then that's when your voltage drops. I would say at least 3 AGMs minimum for 5,000, man. And a high output alternator, you'll be okay, but you're going to see 12s. You're going to see 12s. What kind of crimps do I use? To believe it or not, I've been doing vice grips for years. I just started soldering and making everything look really clean. I do want to get a hydraulic crimper. They have them on the Down for Sound website. I'll leave a link down after this video is over. They have some nice $60, $70 hydraulic crimpers that are very nice. I suggest using one of those. They do have other ones where you kind of just stick the wire and the lug in there and then you whack it with a hammer. I feel like the accuracy on that is not very good. And if your accuracy ain't good on that, you're going to hit your thumb. Go with the hydraulic crimpers. Got lots of comments. Thank you, guys. I'm going to try to get through them here. Sound Beast, how are you, brother? Thank you. I'm doing pretty good, man. Thank you for tuning in. I'm watching the new Netflix Witcher 2 and figured I'd check out the channel for a bit. How's life? And wild is that kicker X Slam. I like the last video you did with the snow. Thank you, man. I wanted to share that one. That was actually last year, that snow video. But Bill, I shared it to Bill because Bill was like, hey, can you do this? And I was like, I think I can. But I got about 8 inches of snow out there. But I'll try it. And so I did it. I sent it to him. He put it on the kicker page. And then, it did pretty good. But I didn't put it on any of my personal stuff. So I figured, well, I did that about last year. And, I'll do it again for this year for my YouTube. And, just some content. And I know a lot of you guys didn't see it. So I figured I'd throw it on there. And I thought it was pretty cool. If you actually go way back about 3 years ago, I actually did one It was a little bit less snow, but it looked pretty cool too. That was actually the old box, and but the snow was very, very light, so it was a lot easier to do. With 8 inches of snow at 17 hertz, man, it took a lot to literally move that snow off there, because snow's heavy, man. Snow's heavy. It really is. But thank you, man, for tuning in. Thank you for enjoying the video and the content. Appreciate you guys. Really do. What's going on, Aaron? What's going on, Paul? Happy holidays, everyone. Absolutely. I'm probably not going to be live next week. I'll be at my sister's on Friday for Christmas Eve. So if I see you now, happy New Year. Merry Christmas. We'll see you before the New Year. But yeah, probably not going to do a live next week. And then we'll probably try to do one for the week after. I don't know if that falls on New Year's Eve or not. I'll have to check. But even if it does, we'll still go live. I don't care about that. And maybe we'll drink some twisted tea. You know what I mean? For a special occasion. El Fuego. What's going on, man? Bought my wife car audio for Christmas. Will she like it? It depends what kind of car audio it is. Kicker KS speakers. Ooh, okay. JL sub and the Rockford 5-channel amp power T1000. Okay, I remember you asking me about that T1000. I think she's going to love it. What JL sub? W3, W6? Let me know which one. Either way, I think it's going to sound really good and she's going to enjoy it. Especially if she uses her car a lot, man. You know, my girl, she likes the bass, you know, not like crazy, but like she's kind of grown accustomed to it. And it's like, hey, do you have the aux cord? I'm like, yeah, I got the aux cord. Why? Do you want to bump or something? You know, it's cool. So she enjoys it. And I'm glad she'll enjoy that too. Oh my, Ashy, what are you doing, dude? Oh my goodness. Thank you, buddy. Andy, I stopped super chatting, but I'm doing it one more time for you, bro. Merry Christmas and happy birthday, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Ashy. That is crazy. That's the biggest super chat. That is crazy. Thank you, man. I can't thank you enough. That's nuts. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, you and your family, and stay warm, man. Thank you, buddy. Holy moly. Let's see here. Got lots of comments. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get to them here. Let's see. 25. Got a question from Aaron T. Andy, is 390 amp alternator with 220 amps at idle enough to feed a 45 amp hour C-Max bank with one run of 0 gauge wire at 15.5? Absolutely, man. It sounds like you got a nice setup. I'm not really sure what you're asking, if it's enough. I mean, honestly, the alternator is going to charge that bank of batteries, because that's what they are. It's a bank. And you'll be set. I mean, honestly, those C-Max, they're very dense for the size. The amount of power you get out of them is just really, really crazy. So, I mean, honestly, I think you're good for about a 5,000 watt system all day without issues. Anything after that, voltage is probably going to drop significantly. And I think you're good. Thank you for the question, Aaron. And thank you for tuning in. I can't believe you, Ashley, man. You're crazy, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's just going to go towards more audio gear. Really, I literally have a savings account. I haven't got it paid from anything from YouTube yet. Address issues. Once I get all that money, everything that I get is literally just going into car audio content, not in my pocket. Literally going to go to new amps, new subwoofers. I want to get a whole Walmart system. I feel like that'd be really cool to do. Like literally buy the Walmart prefab box, buy the kicker, and buy the, dual 1,000 watt amp, and see how loud you can get by just walking in the kicker. I feel like that's a pretty good video. And what to expect to get SPL wise out of a very, very basic generic setup, especially with those boxes, man. They are not the best. I think it's pretty cool to do though. But that's on the back burner. Next up, whenever I do get the pay from Down for Sound, I'm going to buy the JP8 or one of them, or the 84. I think I'm going to probably buy the JP8. I feel like that's pretty cool because it's got the bass knob with the voltmeter and all that kind of stuff. I think that's really nice. I'd buy something bigger, but I literally can't test anything too big. I tried testing the CX1800 yesterday, and I thought my voltage was the problem. So I threw on the JYHP40, and my voltage was only at 14.2, 14.3. Amp was going on protect, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm looking over, I'm like, oh, my box rise is disappearing. I forgot about that. So I tried moving the subs into the wall to get some loading. I can't do it. I'm going to have to literally, if I'm going to test anything bigger, I'm going to have to put it in a car where I can have some loading so the speakers don't max out. I mean, you're not supposed to put 1,000 watts really each to those woofers in a cubic foot box. Not recommended. So, but it'll work. So otherwise I would test something a little bit bigger. I would definitely do it. I think the JP23, I mean, there's a lot of amps he does sell. I was thinking about doing other amps, like a Sundown amp or something different. But I feel like, you know, for getting the money for the Down for Sound affiliates, why not buy a Down for Sound amp? Thomas, it's his birthday. My last super chat, bro. Andy's awesome. So I know it's going to someone who deserves it. Thank you, man. Love you, buddy. Appreciate it. Ashy, Thomas Marshall, always in all the feeds, just like the 14.4 volt talk guys. I mean, he's practically one of them. And he helps out the community. He really does. It's people like that that make us YouTubers, us, you know, car audio enthusiasts, podcasters, do what we do and give us motivation. It's not really about the money. It's about the people showing that they care about us. You know what I mean? It's like that. And it's like, wow, okay, I am doing the right thing. I need to keep going because I'm helping somebody out. And I mean, I guess they're helping me in a way, but it's just helping you guys out more car audio content, you know, instead of just coming out of my pocket straight. Because you know what? Kayla's she's getting sick of it. Too many amps on my wall over there. I can't. Bobby B, so what's your favorite video you made so far? The favorite one. That's tough. I'm going to need a sip of that. My favorite. Honestly, for simplicity factor, I love the dual one with the dual Illuminite speakers. I thought that was really cool. My favorites are the SPL ones. Like, I love amp dynos. They're cool and all. But SPL, testing, metering, trying different things, that's my cup of tea. You know, I'm a mecha judge, Team SP Loud judge. That's what I do. And I like helping people in the lanes because I know how it works. Let me show you. We got to try this. Let's try that. Maybe next time, try this. And seeing so much of it, you get so much experience. I was telling Kayla this on the way to the mall today. I'm like, listen, whenever you're running in the lanes, you're going to learn a little bit about your system. But when you're a judge, or you're just at all the competitions, you guys could do this too. Watch how people do things and what kind of systems they have, what works, what doesn't. Knowledge is the biggest power factor. It really is. Yeah, I only do a 50. That's it. But it's like, I'm not bragging, but it's like, I know more than some people that are way louder than me. And it's either they had someone build their box or they just bought a bunch of stuff, threw it together, worked out. But that's fine. However you get there is how you get there. But experience and learning about car audio and competitions in the lane and just how things work, once you start digging your teeth into it, you want more. And it's really cool. But at the same time, you know, you don't want to go super SPL or super SQ. You want to stay in the middle, that happy medium. I feel like that's the best place to be because at the end of the day, you're going to be very happy. What's going on Unbox Warehouse? Thank you for tuning in. Yo, yo, yo. Thank you, Ashy. Why is it your last super chat saving up to buy a beard? Yeah. I mean, the last super chat of the year. You know what I mean? I got it. It makes sense. Won't see him till next year, maybe. I don't know. What are we chatting about in here? Just car audio. If you guys got any questions, you drop them down below. Get me on a rant. I'll start, you know, going down that rabbit hole. You guys want to talk about your car audio? Tell me about your build. I'll talk about it. It's literally an ask me anything. We just come here, hang out, and a lot of the guys that are in here, they tune in weekly, and they're on all the other podcasts, so they're just, you know, having conversations of their own, or they're just hanging out with me and talking about car audio. That's about it. Do you watch Jacob Viral? He bought 418 Savard HIQ subs. I know Derek has those. I think he has the 12s. They seem really nice. Never seen them in person. Do I watch his channel? I do. I feel like his channel is like the one that you're watching when you're up late. It's like 1 a.m. You're eating some soft pretzels and cheese or whatever you dip with. And you want to watch something. You want to watch some bass videos. You're either watching EXO or some amp dynos or just something, or whatever else your other niches are. Because I have other stuff I watch on YouTube, not just car audio. But I feel like his channel's that, where you're watching these unique systems or crazy systems, depending. I like his video content for that, but to me it kind of gets a little boring because it's like, I get it, but that's how you bring in traffic, because you're bringing in people that don't see that kind of stuff all the time. Whenever I got into car audio and YouTube became a thing, I'm on my not even iPhone, my iPod, on YouTube, like, oh my goodness, look at that, her hair's floating. That's all I wanted. Let's see. Man, we got a lot of comments here. I'm going to try to get through them here. Question: I'm new at car audio. Why do most head units have 2-volt preamps out and some have 4? Will my amp have more power? No. All the preamp voltage does is match what the amp can take. So if your amp says max 8 amps or 8 volts of pre-out and you have an 8-volt head unit, you set it at 8 volts. That's it. So then there's another thing. Quality because of quality because of how the sound's coming in, where if the voltage is low, sometimes it can be distorted or whatever, and you're also amplifying something. I don't want to be wrong on this, but I feel like it's almost like zooming in on a picture and you don't have that many megapixels. Maybe that could be it, because you're amplifying the sound, because a lot of kicker amps, they'll take up to 40-volt pre-out. Pretty much anything that's like a speaker in a car, it'll take, so you get that straight signal. Now, why does some have different 2-volt, 4-volt? Honestly, a lot of the head units that are on the shelves today, they just use a little resistor. All it is an additional speaker channel and lowers the voltage, and that's it. So it's not a true preamp section. The main thing you want to look at is higher preamp voltage can give you better headroom. That's the easiest and the most generic answer without being wrong. At the end of the day, you are still matching gain for gain, and that is it. Thank you, DIY, for joining. Just finished watching The Witcher. I missed that. I've been watching the 3% on Netflix. I'm going to have to check that out. If it's scary, Kayla's not going to watch it. I can't watch it. Maybe on myself. I might do that. Hi-Fi Vega has very nice cutters. Absolutely. Which ones do you like any other than what Hi-Fi? I mean, I don't have personally any cutters like that. I'm generic with things like I use like regular wire cutters that are on my wire splitters and stuff. And if I'm cutting anything bigger, I'm just using generic chompers or scissors, or I'm that backyard installer guy. But at least I do it right and at least clean. I don't have every tool of the trade. I'm getting there, but I have SPL, I got JY, I got high output alternator. You can't have everything. It's terrible. But I like them all, honestly. I remember Scott had one that he got off of Vega, had like a little spring action and everything. It seemed nice. Holy comments, guys. All right, I'm going to try to scroll through these. Deviant, I was going to call you out for reposting an old vid. Absolutely. I seen it on my iPad and I was like, I'm just going to post it. It's almost Christmas time. It's going to be snowing soon. And it's a cool video for YouTube. 25 JP8 and Sundown Enclosure. That's going to be cool. Justin from DIY Audio Guy is going to be doing that soon. That'll be cool. Thank you, Corey, for tuning in. Samuel, crawfish. I like bottom feeders. You like plecos too? Your thoughts on V-Gate battery distribution terminal? Let me know what that is exactly, 25. I know what a distribution terminal is, but which one that is? Yeah, this year, 1 week apart. Yeah, if New Year's Eve falls on a Friday, we're just going to go live. I don't care. Do, 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 do. 25. Don't get so excited. It's pesos. Do, do, do. I'm just trying to get through the comments, guys. I'm sorry. There's so many here. Okay, Aaron. It's going to be for a Sound Digital 12,000 watt amp and a 45. Okay. Sound Digital, they're very efficient, full bridge amplifiers. I think you'll be okay, honestly, because you're probably going to be wiring at 1 ohm wherever it's safe. And those amps are really nice. You're probably going to be pulling 6,000, 8,000, maybe 9,000 watts after rise and musical and all that fun stuff. So, I mean, you should be fine. I know you can get away with a lot less Cmax, but you got a nice alternator. I think at the I wouldn't even worry about more battery reserve if you want really good voltage. Maybe just another additional alternator, bracket, install it, have 2 of them on there. Then you wouldn't even have to worry about how much power capacity you had in there. You can make up for that by running a bigger battery, but it all depends what you want and your budget at the end of the day. My favorite Twisted Tea or Belgian white with an orange peel. Dual Walmart system. Oh wow, we got a lot of holy comments, guys. Holy crap. I can't keep up with you guys. Holy moly. Man, this StreamYard's slow. Thank you guys for commenting, having conversations, and asking me stuff. I'm trying to get to it all. Let's see here. There's no comps in your area. If you check out the Mecca website, I think they do list them. You can even just check in like your state and then see what towns they have them in. Let me know where you're from and I'll see if I can find something for you. Thomas Marshall, you can be crazy loud, but if it don't sound good, what's the point outside of competition? Right. I mean, if you're going there for a number, get a trophy and say you're the best, that's what you like, then that's what you like. That's what people do. But I mean, you kind of want to have a system that sounds good too if you're going to have that. So then you need 2 systems. You definitely do. Or I just feel like people that are just competing just for bragging rights or whatever the case may be is just, maybe they're doing it for the wrong reason. That's what I feel. I mean, at least me as like a very thorough freaking bass head, car audio guy. Like, it's just like, really? Like, okay. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. And the same thing with the SQ guys, but I mean, it sounds good. You can't even say that it doesn't sound good. Just not as loud. So. Yeah. Andy, would a supercapacitor bank benefit a lithium bank to totally deplete my AGM battery? Ooh, benefit a lithium bank? Oh, to totally delete your AGM battery. I get it now. A supercapacitor, all they do is just discharge, recharge very, very fast. And that's what a lithium does, but not as fast and has more reserve. And then an AGM, even slower, but more reserve. So think of it like, capacitor, very fast, small. Lithium, different types of lithium, of course. Medium. And then AGM, slow, but big. Lots of reserve. So you have to think of it like that. So you might lose some reserve, but you're going to get better instantaneous power. And if that's what your system is needing, then that is what to do. And of course, you got to have the input power to keep up with that. Otherwise, that capacitor is not really going to help too much because it's going to be constantly depleted and there's not going to be any reserve to back you up when your alternator can't do its job. Good question. AGM versus lithium. Yes. There's no right answer for that. I mean, unless you're looking for price, but then even when price comes into it, lithium wins for power versus power for price. Now, if you want to say, oh, well, this AGM battery is cheaper. Well, if you could cut the lithium in half, sure, it would be, but you can't do that. That's the problem. And then whenever you look at weight factors, Group 31 battery weighs 70 pounds. to get that amount of power of a lithium, it could be like 5-8 pounds, not even. Very small, very light. And then you can just talk about all different types of lithium. They can be even smaller or even a little bit bulkier, but have more capacity, have more amp hour discharge, all kinds of stuff. El Fuego question. You have the Kicker 2400. Yep. What is the recommended RMS power of your subs? What, the Solo X, or what should I recommend for that amp? I mean, honestly, that amp is not 2400 watts. It does 35 at 1, 24 at 2. So whenever you're wiring a setup to it, I would almost run 3500 RMS for 3500 RMS if you're going to do that, so that you don't run into problems. But again, you know, that's almost beginner stuff. RMS for RMS. You almost want to have more power on tap, less chance to clip, more power available if you need it, and less if you don't. So, I mean, recommended, I mean, it's really hard to say, but I mean, on my sub, its RMS is 5,000, and I'm putting 2200 to it clean, and it gets warm. Not hot, but it gets warm. But that's a continuous sine wave, 32 hertz, half its RMS. What is RMS to you? Is that a drum kick at 900 watts and then drops down and averages out to 450? Or is it the 450 RMS sine wave, continuous for 5 minutes until it blows? I feel like RMS it was the industry standard of how to match stuff, and especially for guys that are beginner into the car audio community. But after that, it kind of goes out the wind. The amount that it matters kind of goes away. But you kind of want to know how much a woofer can handle, in a way, to get an idea. You can't just look at it. A good way to almost look at how much RMS is coil size. Is it a 2-inch coil? Is it a 3-inch coil? Is it a 4-inch coil? That's going to tell you how much power that sub can handle, in a way. Like a 2-inch coil, 200, maybe 500 watts max. 3-inch coil, you're talking 1,000, almost 2,000 RMS. And then 4-inch coil, you're talking 3, 4, 5,000 RMS. And then there's other factors too that work into that, of coiling parameters, of how the venting is, and all that other kind of stuff. You know, there's some woofers that are really good at taking a lot of power, but because they have all those benefits of being able to take so much power and so much, you know, pull venting, it throws everything else off, and it's not efficient. It sounds like donk doo-doo. You know, so there's a lot that goes into subwoofer design and how much a woofer can handle. Oh, snap. Deviant, I didn't know you did YouTube unboxings. What's going on, John Clark? Thank you for tuning in. High voltage pre-outs help with noise rejection. Also, yeah, isn't that like the noise floor and stuff like that? Thank you for tuning in, and you're absolutely right. I can't. And he cuts one out with Steve Meat's steak knife. You know what? We've all been there. We have all been there. Hey, Mom, I need another knife. This one bent. Or where did all my knives go? You know. Let's see. Lots of comments. Corey, thank you for tuning in tonight, buddy. My favorite tool additions are my cordless heat gun and soldering iron. Absolutely. I like my soldering iron. I want to get a really nice one. I want to get one that, you know, can dish out the solder and suck it out. One of those. That'd be really nice. And cordless heat gun. That is fancy. I need one of those. John Clark, with lithium batteries, you can't jumpstart or be jump-started. I think that is false. We're going to myth bust that. For real, though, that's not true. Unless the BMS failed, then you couldn't start it because of that. Not because of the type of chemistry the battery is. Usually when a lithium dies or the voltage drops, maybe the BMS has a low voltage protection where it has to be fed a low current charging to get it up over that point to start charging it again, or maybe it's just stuck in protect. I feel like if that was the situation, it would be because of the BMS, and that is it. Heck no. And that's another myth. Man, we need to do Mythbusters edition. Did you have to warm up your subs before you shook off the snow? Unless you live in -20, -40 degree weather where, you know, it's so cold, rubber's going to break, you're never going to have to worry about that. This is the second time that I actually did it on film. There's 2 videos, one before that you guys just saw, and then one like 3 years ago. And both of them, cold start, started it up, played a song. That's it. I'm the kind of guy, I get in my car, yeah, you might start it, get on your phone, hook it up, hook up your Bluetooth, whatever you're doing, crank your heat, turn up the volume. There's no heating up the car. That's how I do it. So it's like, well, what's the difference in me just starting it and turning it on like I normally do? But yet again, we don't live in Canada. If we lived in Canada or Alaska where it's really, really cold, yeah, you could probably have problems. But if you're going to have problems like that, you're probably going to have other problems too. So you probably are going to heat it up regardless. But no, absolutely not. That's the thing, though, where a lot of people are like, man, it's too cold. My window's going to break. My sub's going to break. The rubber's going to rip because it's so cold, and you got to let your subs warm up. Yeah, your sub's not going to move as freely, just like your fingers when you get really cold. It's like really hard to move your hands, and plastic gets harder and stuff like that. But again, how much is it going to affect the subwoofer? And the temperatures aren't that point where we have to worry about, at least in the United States. As long as it's not like below -10. I think -10 and down, probably wouldn't suggest it. No, Frosty for the win, man. I'm not going to destroy a snowman. V-Gate. Okay, so that's a brand. I've never heard of them. I have never. So they're like SAE. Okay. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I feel like terminals, you're really not going to mess them up too much. I would just look at what kind of material it's made out of. It's aluminum or copper. Obviously, copper is going to be more conductive, but it's going to be more prone to corrosion and stuff like that. And the price is going to be a lot higher. But honestly, all my builds have aluminum top post terminals or distributors. Never had a problem. Holy questions. Man, you guys are crazy. I don't know how anyone keeps up with this stuff. All right. Had to delete my card info on here again just because YouTube doesn't deserve my... Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see. Shake and bake. It's cold outside, so right now, if I want to hear my system, it's got to be morning after 9 a.m. Prefer nights. Absolutely. Night driving, bumping is probably one of the funnest times to do it. As long as you're not in the neighborhood too close to home where people recognize your car, Otherwise, full tilt boogie, man. Full tilt boogie. I want to Patreon everyone, but the only thing I'll link my card is to PayPal. See, I don't think Patreon takes PayPal. I think the best way you could do that to get on Patreons and not worry about information per se, maybe get a Walmart, not a credit card, but those debit cards you can load money on and stuff. And you really don't need like super personal information on those. And then you can just type in the digits, last 3, and your zip. And I think you would be good for that. I would look into that if you're really, wanting to support all of us, I'm sure everybody. And that's the way to do it. I feel like if you're worried about that stuff. Root mean squared. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like the RMS of the woofer is not RMS of an amplifier. The RMS of an amplifier is the peak voltage of what it can do on the rail, and then times 0.707. That gives you the RMS voltage squared. And then that'll give you your power of how much the amplifier should technically do. But a subwoofer doesn't work that way. So it's like the way they figure it out is maybe over time and musical pulses and an average of how much power it's actually taking. But when a subwoofer is just going full tilt boogie 40 hertz for 5 minutes, it's not going to get a break. It's just like, how far can you run? Can you run from, one like Florida to California, but you can't stop? Or can you run from Florida to California, but you can take a break every day? You're probably going to make it when you can take a break every day compared to not. It's like anything. Deviant, no, 25, no lie. Andy can attest. My Patreon name is Deviant for Life from 14.4 Volt Talk. Absolutely. You got to check the end of my videos, 25. They're there. It literally says it. Let's see. 14.4 Volt. Tattoos. Oh man, if I get another tattoo, it's going to be kicker right on my forehead. That's it. Sorry about that for headphone users. I just whacked you in the face. Let's see. Lots of comments, man. Keep it up, guys. Boss sub giveaway. Yes. That'd be cool. I got some boss amps I could give away too. I got 1100, 800, 200, another 200. And I've only put 2 on my channel. Yeah, 2. I actually had 6. But I had to give the other one back. That was one of the ones I tested. I definitely want to do a boss audio build. I feel like no one's done it, and I feel like I need to be the guy to do it. Nothing big, you know what I mean? Like a 145 plus system in a way. Let's see here. Oh no. Let's see. Maybe. Spelt with an A, but yeah. I've got anonymous altars I support. I assume for support, I don't trust anything. Yeah, you got to watch what you put on the internet, man. You got to watch, man, even on your phone. You know, it's always listening. If you got Siri activated, anytime you go on, like, or you're talking about something, or if you type it on Google, it comes up on your Facebook, your Instagram, everything else. It's all linked together. Obviously, that's for, like, you know, analytics and merchandise, and so people buy stuff and see what they want to see, but yeah, I don't like it. Oh, come on, man. Keep them no boss for me. Come on, man. If you could do crazy numbers with a boss audio build, actually boss, do you know how many people you would impress? They'd be like, wow, you actually kind of know what you're doing, you know. Or you could just go out and buy the biggest sundown you can find, you know. 2 ways of doing things. Now, I mean, the boss audio subs, obviously, they're not very, like, overly dampened subs. They're very light and efficient in a way, but how good are they, you know, and how much power can they take, and, you know, stuff like that. They're okay. They don't do anything close to rated, though. Thank you guys for tuning in, though. We made it 45 minutes so far. We got 17 people still in the chat. Hoping you guys are staying warm. I'm trying to get to these comments, man. You guys are really rolling them in. Blah, 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 blah. I'll be impressed with a 160 at 25. It was all boss build. Give me a freaking bus. I got you. That's no problem. You know, you just need a lot of space for a lot of woofers, because you don't. Ooh, sorry, excuse me. You don't have a woofer that's moving that much. You need something that moves a lot, or you need something that's big. Lots of cone area. Deviant, I'm back. Patreon does PayPal. That's how I donate to Amy's Fun. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know. There you go. There you go, Ashy. You can do it to everybody. Hook them all up. You'll be good. It's a shame you got to do that, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it is what it is with the internet stuff. It gives me hives. I met this one guy, a little quick story. I met this guy, I forget his name, Facebook a couple years ago, and he had his boss build, and he was real into it and everything, and it was like 412s in the back of a Cobalt, and long story short, he just blocked me, and he just blocked everybody. He just fell off the face of the earth. And but it's like I was kind of rooting for him, you know, because he was going to the lanes. You know, he did like a 140, 141 or something like that on like 600 watts of power in Mecca, you know, like trunk 1. And it's like, it's not that bad, you know, for what he had. And it was just a sealed enclosure with all 412s firing in the car, almost like a trunk wall, I guess. Like he had one here, and then one there, firing all in. 25 hertz or bust. Absolutely. You better make a video of the Boss Mobile if you do it. Absolutely. I will. I feel like the Boss Audio build, if I do one, would definitely be in the Geo. That's my test car. pull stuff in, put stuff out, test, you know, definitely. My friend is actually a Boss Audio dealer, so maybe I'll get in the cahoots with Fred and see what he can do. Would be a semi-trailer. Wait, would be a semi-trailer would just be amps. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, I should definitely bring that up. I do have a merch store. It's pretty generic. I tried to do my best with my artwork and stuff like that. I did it all. So let me show you guys real fast. It's through Spreadshirt. I don't have 10,000 subscribers, so you won't see it on the bottom of my video, but I'll leave it in my links on each video that I do with all my other links of my merchandise store. I have lots of stuff. Instead of talking about it, let me just show you it. Here, hold on one second. Screen share, Microsoft tab. Oh, here it is. Boom. All right, can you guys see that? Oh, hold on. Oh, perfect. There we go. If I do that, is that a little better? It's the same. We'll just leave you up there 25. All right, so you can't see the artwork, but it's okay. Regardless, here's my website for my merchandise. I have t-shirts, boys, girls, obviously, hoodies, 2 types of hoodies, 2 types of t-shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff. I have cheaper ones where it's just like this one right here, where it's just a one font just on the front, and I have like different colors with what works with the print that I have. Now this hoodie, I like this hoodie here. Now it's $40. Don't get me wrong, it's expensive, but we only make $4 off these. These guys make the most, and they're doing all the work. So you got, you know, a few different colors you can pick from, which is nice. And this one actually has a two-tone, if you want to call it that. And on the back, we have the L7X Solo X with Living Loud with Andy on the back. That is pretty much just a little bit of artwork between me and Scott. I did the image itself, and then he kind of just threw on the Living Loud with Andy with that, kind of tag teamed that together. I thought that was pretty cool. I would have stuff on the sleeves, but the problem is this website doesn't give me that option, which is very unfortunate. I can make t-shirts myself, but the problem is shipping and all that other kind of stuff. I kind of want to put this website on for you guys that are pretty far from me or can't get a hold of me per se, that would like to rep my brand. And I think it looks pretty cool. We got hats, cups, all different types. I actually had some Kicker Club stuff, but I took it down because I'm actually in the works that I'm not even going to talk about yet. And it's even better than being on this website. So with that said, got other stuff here to look at. Got like cups, like you could pick what you wanted, and I kind of threw on what I thought was cool. Tumbler, stuff like that. And I wanted to show you this for Deviant. I thought this dog thing would probably work out for Beardy because he's getting big. He's too big for the kicker koozie. Look at that thing. I don't know if it comes in different sizes. Yeah, just one size, unfortunately. Maybe you could just, tighten it up a little bit. But I thought that was cool. And then mouse pad, but that's probably just for me. I just thought that was cool. Pillows, tie-dye shirt, and a phone case. Might put different ones on there. I think they have up to the 13. I just did my phone, just throw it up there. It's a process doing all this stuff. It really is. Little backpack, hoodie thing. And a Living Loud with Andy decal for $2.99. You can't beat that. And a face mask. So I thought that was pretty cool with the stuff that they did have on there. Let me know what you guys think, man. All right, we got lots of comments here. I couldn't see anything that whole time. D4L gonna break out the sewing machine. I can't. Let's see here. I wish I could put it like that, but I can't. That's okay. But yeah, thank you for 25 for bringing that up. I wanted to show the guys that. I thought that was pretty cool. I did it last night from 12 o'clock to about 4:30 in the morning. Thought that was pretty cool. Because I have the heat press. I got the vinyl cutter. I can do regular vinyl heat press shirts. I can do the supplement shirts. Supplement or more for mass quantity, vinyls more for custom. And if you know me on Facebook, maybe I'll put it in this one of my posts on the YouTube here, just for I think I actually did. I'm not too sure, but I had Living Loud with Andy, that Solo X on the back, and then like Kicker Club, and then like something else on the other side. I think writing on the sides of the shirt are pretty cool because it's more than a basic shirt, but it costs more, on that website. For me, it's the same price for anything. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, RGA. Thank you, buddy. Andy, make a video of a day of being a judge, or maybe a video of you setting up for an SPL show. That'd be cool. I definitely could. I always wanted to go live at a Team SP Loud show because that's more like my thing, I could do it like pretty much like what to expect when going into a mecha lane or something like that. I got my score sheets and stuff like that I could do. That's a pretty good idea. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. I host local meets. I do. Greensburg Stereo Shop. I've been doing Team SP Loud for going on 5 years now, and never missed a beat. So it's been fun. Yeah, I only charge $10 for a class, $15 for two. It's a lot cheaper than Mecha, ISPL, DB Drag, all the other kind of stuff. And our trophies are about that big, so it works. And you get to have all the time you want in the lane. Absolutely, man. You okay there, Ashy? Australia? Well, I can't make it all the way out to Australia, they might. What do you mean? Wish I could, man. Wish I could. Let's see. Who wants to gain subs? That does not sound boring, Deviant. I mean, it's probably not the best for the algorithm, but for my followers that are watching, got to, man. Got to. Kicker logo on one side of it. That's the whole thing about why I didn't want to do my own Kicker Club stuff, because of the Kicker just thing. So that's that. So you kind of got to watch what you do whenever you're making money on something. It's not like anyone yelled at me, but it's just the idea that, there's some things you have to go along with it. That'd be cool. I mean, if it's for your own personal use, you can make anything. You can make a Maserati t-shirt. As long as you don't sell it, they can't do anything. Thank you, Ashy. Yeah, I will definitely post a link after the video, because I think if I post it now, it's not going to work. You won't be able to click it. I'm not Bill Frog. I can't figure out how to do that yet. Get out of here. Makes me want to do a shirt too. How to mess with RGA. I can't. Yeah. I thought it did. It popped, and I'm sure Kayla's going to want one. But we make t-shirts, but, you got to buy the shirt. You got to make it. Just buy now. Thank you, David. Thank you, cool David. In the arms of an angel. Good song. I mean, possible. What, for you? For you, 25? I mean, whatever you want, man. I will make for you. I'm gonna have to throw my Patreon link on here too. I definitely will, guys. I usually leave like basic links for like the stuff that I have for like Amazon and my Down for Sound link and other things here and there. So I'm definitely gonna have to add on the merchandise and the Patreon on all my links for all my videos. I'm definitely gonna have to do that. I know there's a way to set it up on YouTube, so every time you post something, it does it. I'm gonna have to do that. Absolutely, man. I think if you just type in, I have a URL. It's literally patreon.com/livingloudwithandy. You type it in, it'll bring you right up. It's really easy. I made it like that, so it's simple. I wish everything was that easy. As long as I got bass, I'm fine. Lockdowns, corruption, man, just play that 24 hertz, 25 hertz, and you can't hear anything outside anyways. Absolutely, man. You ain't off. You ain't too far off there, man. Cool. Do you? Thank you, Dennis. I know you. What's up, Dennis? He actually comes out to the Team SP Loud shows. Do you have inside information on the TS parameters of the new Solo X? I actually do. Right here on my phone. But I can't tell you guys. All I gotta say is they look good. A little different than the older Solo X, but not by much in efficiency way. So it's not like if you're gonna look at it like, oh, it's gonna react like a Sundown. It's not very efficient or as efficient because it's a different type of driver. So it's like that happy medium. You know, you still got that kicker sound, but you got something that has a lot more throw to it. Because usually when you have something that has a lot more throw, your efficiency and all kinds of weight factors, they just plummet because then you add weight and stuff. Your efficiency is going to drop. You know, it's going to take more to do more. So it looks really good, and they weren't final, obviously, TS parameters, but it was of the 12. I have that. I don't even think, I'm sure Kip does, but I didn't get anything or hear anything about it. So, but yeah, I wish I could tell you guys. I can't say much, man. All I can say is family. Thank you, El Fuego. I got a super chat, and I don't even know where it's at. Hold on, I'm going to get it. I got you, El Fuego. Oh, you just put it up right now. I wasn't slacking too bad. El Fuego, Andy, after a 30-year pursuit, I finally got my first car audio trophy, thanks to Kicker. Wow. Tune it to Hi-Fi Vegas show. Oh, yeah, tune in to Hi-Fi Vegas show at 3:30 Central Standard Time for details. Absolutely, man. That's cool that your first trophy came from Kicker. I mean, I'm going to have to say the same, but that's awesome. And, I mean, that's cool because it shows what Kicker was in the lanes. You know, it's like not like they're not still in the lanes, but back in that time, that's what they were known for. They were just wiping out competition. Totally different than, you know, today's standards, but that's why the L7X is coming back. So they can fit in with the demo crowd, the SPL crowd, and a woofer that can handle lots of power because we have lots of power on demand. But that's pretty cool, man. After a 30-year pursuit, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. You know, it's really cool to just know about things that, you know, you've been working on, that you had a goal set, maybe not long term or short term, one way or the other, but you finally get there. And it feels good to know that. But yeah, definitely tune in to Hi-Fi Vegas show tomorrow, 3:30 Central. So that'd be 4:30 for me. That's awesome. I'll definitely have to tune in. Thank you, El Fuego. Do it. I mean, I understand my lives are a little longer than normal people's, so you can't always get up and go to the bathroom. But, I mean, you got your phone. Giving you no excuse. But if you want something that says living loud on your butt, we can do it. I don't even know what half of those words are. Vape mod. That'd be cool. I can't. SJC, what is going on? Late to this one, but what's up? What's up, buddy? I seen you commented on Vega's show. You said something to me. I'm not sure, but what's up? I couldn't get to your comment. I had to go shopping and, you know, do things. What's up, man? Thank you for tuning in, man. Yeah, we're just hanging out, talking about all kinds of stuff, really. We were mainly talking about recently about my merchandise, which is pretty cool. I thought that was nice. 25 told me to throw that up. Appreciate that. Living Loud with Andy. Nope. We ain't pushing that one. Nope. I actually seen one of, it was like Santa Claus or something like that. Go see Santa and get your like 19. And I'm like, for your 5 to 11-year-old, I'm like, wow, that's okay. I can't. You guys are funny. I feel like if I would ever make speakers, like it's just, they'd have to be square. They'd have to be square. I don't think I'll ever make speakers. I mean, it'd be cool to like design your own with parts, you know, maybe one day put some stuff together. Make some efficient ones. You know, everyone that builds speakers, they make these big motors, big baskets, thick, strong spiders, big surrounds that are bigger than a cone. But you need to put a lot of power to them. That's the problem. I would want to build something kind of like a kicker, you know, like something that's going to sound really good. Got to be pretty loud. Hey, it's got a little bit of X-Max. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. Thank you, RGA. Thank you for tuning in too, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Really do. Relabeled piece. I'm going to have to write a book on that one. Absolutely. You're good, Ashy. What? Building speakers? Yeah. I like boxes. Doing what the speaker can do, what it likes, and then making an enclosure for it. Oh, I just pulled that one up. My bad. Got lots of comments. Keep them up, guys. I can't even throw out these. You guys are funny. Too much market saturation, right? Right. Absolutely. It seems like a lot of people are doing it. That, amplifiers. I get people messaging me, hey, you want to buy the 5,000 amplifier? You make your own brand. I'm like, no, I'm good. I mean, it'd be cool, but this is why we're all just trolling. He's just going on. I try, man. Rolling with the punches. Now, you guys are funny. You know, you just got to watch what you say and do on YouTube, man. Living Loud with Andy, LTOs, some lithiums. That'd be cool. And then the people will be pulling them apart. Brad would be pulling them apart, saying, look at Andy's batteries. They're terrible. Oh, wait. They're actually okay. Still, they're overpriced. T-shirt idea, your logo, and then a Solo X. Hot chick pulling pants off. Kayla's not going to like that one. You run square subs. Oh, guess I won't need these anymore. You know what? I've seen that sticker, and I swear I've made memes like that almost before with something around those lines. That'd be cool. I kind of do the conservative way with the Team SP Loud. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm only here because my wife let me kind of thing. Not so, but yeah, that'd be cool. I feel like that's a Honda Civic kind of guy. Like, oh, you drive a Honda? Let me where these go. Thanks for joining in tonight, though, man. It's been a while. We need to catch up, buddy. David El Fuego, you know we keep it simple. When Rob says, how are you? You say beardy and 14.4 volt talk for a win. You got to be pushing them 14.4 volt guys. Man, I don't know why people are dissing on them, because it's like, listen, man, these guys are in every chat, every car audio podcast there is under the sun. They are in it. And got to give them a shout out. Man. They're just here to have fun like the rest of us. Thanks, Ash. Love you too, buddy. Let's see. New name, same damn China. Exactly. Do the rest of the show. Into this chat, not getting any work done on my car. I know, I feel bad. That's the thing, because it's like when you listen to like live podcasters like me or Big or Rolling Thunder or just all of them, and it's like you'll want to be in the chat too, because if you're just listening, it's one thing, and then when you're listening and in the chat, it's an entirely different thing. It really is. And then, like you said, you can't get anything done because you're like, oh, did anyone say anything to me? You know, I wish you could like comments. That's the only thing I wish YouTube would implement, is liking someone's comment on a live YouTube. Come on. Like, how hard is it to put that into the arithmetic of the YouTube platform? How hard is that? Just so people know that you're there without having to like at them. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? It seems like something that needed to be done a long time ago, and they just never done it. But thank you, Brian, for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. Really do. Team Pies. I didn't even know they were called Team Pies. I know they're the War or the Scott's brand, and they're awesome. They're 7,500. I was just talking to Kayla about that today. What's awesome about those is that they have built in like a clip, not a clip detector, a clip limiter. So if you have it set, you're not going to clip. You literally cannot clip the amp. And do you know what that means? That means that you're not going to overheat your coils if everything is matched. You know, if it can handle it power-wise, because we all clip. You know, people, they do it. They clip. You know, it's okay, man. You clip. It takes that away, because if you clip too much, what you're doing is you're generating heat for the amount of power output that you're getting. So you're generating more heat than you would as your power gain. So like, say if you're, you know, your power's here and your heat's here, and then you're, you know, relatively the same. Once you get to that clipping point, your power does not keep going, and then your heat goes up and keeps going up and keeps going up, and then your power eventually stops, and then your heat's up here for the amount of power that you're actually putting out. And that's what clipping is, really, at the end of the day. I see it all the time on my test bench, because I can go way past uncertified. I can just see what it does, and it's just heat. It's heat. It's square waves. So when you can eliminate that, you can really run your system on a bigger amplifier in a way, because you're never going to play dirty. And then you can give it more power, because then your heat's going to be, you know, your heat would be here anyway. Well, you can bring it here and then have your power here, instead of having your power here and your clip here. Do you know what I mean? If that makes any sense to you guys. That's why I really like those amps. Power Hogs. Sorry. Mind fart. I mean, you could honestly do an OnlyFans. I mean, it's the same thing as Patreon. It really is. Or Matthew McConaughey, you don't run kicker. It'd be a lot colder if you did. Heck yeah. You say you play below 40 hertz? Must be a kicker. El Fuego. Andy, I need lithium for my test bench. I have a DC power supply that can charge 16.5 volts. Any recommendations? Okay, so you want lithium for your... Okay, now what kind of power supply is it? Obviously, it can go high voltage, so you're good for any kind of lithium. What kind of current is it pushing out? Is it like a 10 amp, 100 amp, 50 amp? And then what do you plan on testing? Because what I've learned is, you know, you can have a big battery, you can have all the battery you want, but if you don't have that input power, it's really not going to help you. But since you are at higher voltage, you can get away with less input power. That's what Derek Willison does. He has very high voltage, and then it sags, you know, to get that right voltage and stuff like that for like bigger amps, or it just goes lower, but he has enough battery bank, so it helps, you know, without having all the power in current coming from the power supply. So it really depends what you want to test, how much you want to test. And then, are you going to build it yourself, or you want to buy one pre-built? Need to know. You could go with like Limitless or JY, but you're talking $700. I mean, I love my JY HP40. I clamped 1,300 watts out of that CX1800. My voltage didn't even budge. The battery's doing a lot of the brute force because I'm charging higher. Brian Townsend, my wife knows nothing about my sound system and how much I spent. How? Do you live in a garage? That's what I want to know. Do you live in a garage? Because how does she not know? Well, she probably doesn't know how much money you spent. But if she doesn't know nothing about your sound system, I'm sure she knows something. That's crazy, though, man. That's crazy. Some things you can hide, though, you know, and some things you can't. Let's see. 14.4 volt talk for life. Did I ever own a pull-out and carry deck? Pull-out couch? Don't know what you mean, 25. Thomas Marshall. So, Andy, I picked up 800 hertz crossovers. Okay, so active, like the big blocks or whatever, crossovers for my Kicker 2.75s. Nice. Do you think that's the proper crossover for those? Do you suggest another? I mean, honestly, I think that's fine. It's probably 800 hertz, 12 dB, so it'll play down to like 600 hertz or something like that. And I mean, honestly, that's like mid-range. And a 2.75 inch isn't very big. So then crossovers really matter of how much power you're going to put to it. You know, the lower frequencies, a woofer's going to move more with less power, period. Doesn't matter what it is. Now, that's why you want a crossover, so that you can put more power to it without it unloading and playing notes that you just don't need it to play. So honestly, I mean, if you do it at like 1,000, 2,000, I feel like that's tweeter, and then it's really not going to get much of a mid-range. If you have the 800 hertz, that's really nice, but you just got to watch how much power you put to it. You start playing some real heavy R&B, those 40, 30 hertz might come in a little bit more than you anticipate, and you might have more volume on the mids and high level of the speaker and the tweeter assembly, but you can't do it because you're bottoming out. And that's where you can just throw an active cross or a crossover on your head unit or on your amplifier to help compensate that, even past the passive crossover that you have right there, because that's just in line with the speaker. And then the amplifier, or however you have it, has a crossover too, or it's wide open. So you can also adjust with that rather than just using that crossover per se. We're doing pretty good. We ain't glitching. An hour and 15 minutes. It's pretty good. We're doing good. I'll slap the biggest channels with facts and science because of reasons. Because science. Oh. 2021 greatest car audio thing, the formation of the 14.4 volt talk to keep you all entertained every day. Now, thank you, Bobby B. Thank you. You are the #1 Kicker fan. I love you, buddy. This guy even sent me a Christmas card. Thank you. I wanted to do Christmas cards, and we just didn't have the time. You know, I thought it'd be pretty cool to do for bass guys and my family, you know, picture, stuff like that. It's really nice. But I wish I could have done that. But thank you, Bobby, and Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Heat equals resistance. More heat equals boom. Thanks, 25. 100 amp power supply, so you'll literally have what I have. I mean, you can go with the JYHP40, man. Just spend the extra money. You're going to love it. It has the same equivalence as like 3 or 4 AGM batteries, and it's going to take up this much space. And it weighs like 10 pounds. And it can discharge 400 amps. I think 200 amps continuously and 400 amps for 30 seconds without having any kind of heat issues. So, and that's the thing about lithium too, man. They can't take heavy discharges compared to an AGM, because the AGM it's not going to discharge it. If that makes sense, the voltage just drops. It just doesn't discharge it. Lithium, oh, you want 400 amps? No problem. Here's 400 amps. AGM battery, here's 60. Here's 80. No, you ain't getting no more. That's just how it works. It's weird. 25. And D4L got yelled at by the redhead monster, put in timeout by Kicker, and Hi-Fi Vega getting mad at us. We just entertain why to hate. I know, I've heard everything, and I'm just like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man. It's not that big of a deal. I get it. And it's hard to go through the comments, you know, when everyone's kibitzing, but I mean, it's the internet. It really is. It really is, man. And I mean, if you guys were here just to like make fun of us or do whatever, you wouldn't be coming on every week, being there when the show started, stay till the show end. Come on. I know you guys got lives outside of YouTube. Obviously, make time for us. Pre-built lithium on 100 amp power supply, JYHP40. You can go with limitless. They have like 10, 15 amp hour ones that are a little bit smaller. You can try the Down for Sound one. I forget what kind of lithium batteries they have in there. But just remember, it's a smaller lithium. I mean, you're just going to get less power. But it's like $400 or $500. So, I mean, you save a little bit. Yeah, that'll be nice, man. The power supply, at least the one I have, the fan doesn't turn on unless I'm playing music at like 700 watts, which is like 80 or 90 amps continuously. Then the fan will turn on after a couple minutes. Runs good. Eddie Cat 69, thank you for joining tonight, bud. You know, the best thing about them high school 12-inch subs, the older we get, the lower they hit. Absolutely, man. I love my the dual subs I have. They actually hit 25 hertz quite nicely. They're like a immediate to lower volume. It actually hits 25, 26, and I'm like, I don't remember that. But I didn't have music that played that low either. The only one it did, it was put on, and you know, that played that low 27 hertz note for like 2 seconds, and then went up, down, you know. Absolutely. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Never enough power. Absolutely. Never enough. Got lots of holy questions, comments. Okay, I already seen 100 amp power supply. Good, I got that. Okay. Yeah, if I missed your comment, just throw it back up. It's just, this doesn't roll with it. If I like scroll on it and throw a comment up, I get lost. We love car audio. I love car audio. Living loud and a fuse holder. What's a fuse? Is that for car audio or something? That'd be cool. Ooh. Living loud with Andy Bobble Solo X. That'd be cool. I know, I was surprised that website actually had some pretty cool looking stuff. Like, I wish I could just show you guys, but can't really. I have to log in my other thing, and it's really hard to maneuver. But yeah, they have like so many different hats, different cups. It's just, there's almost too many options. So I kind of kept it kind of basic, you know, with what it is. I really like the shirt. I want this one. It doesn't have anything on the back, but it's cheaper. That's the thing. When you have it on the front and back, that's why I kind of gave options. When it's just on the front, $21. Shipping's like $4, so it's like $25. And then if you get on front and back, you're talking $30 with shipping. So, I mean, it's basic, but I mean, it's something, and I feel like, you know, people are going to see the front of me more often. I don't need something on my back, really. I feel like stuff for a back is better for like a hoodie compared to a t-shirt. Like even a girl's hoodies look good. Because I have girls' hoodies and guys' hoodies with white font and black font. And that's the one with the back. It's $40. Different colors. Pretty much anything that kind of went with it. But that's the thing, though, with the dual pattern, it doesn't go with every color, the back symbol, because it's yellow. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But I gave you guys options, and then like you can go. Oh, don't make me go through every color. Aw, you son of a gun. Like this one right here is just front. There's nothing on the back. And then, well, this is just girl, and I just get white and pink because the font was black, I believe. Or it's just because it was girls, probably. Yeah. And then, where's the guys? This one. And yeah, I think I did these for a special launch because they were just the front in just one color. And what's really sucks is the yellow that you see in like this shirt and then the other one I was showing you only come in the t-shirts. They don't come in a hoodie. You know, there's no yellow hoodie. They have a yellow hoodie, but it says green for like road construction green, you know, like that, like bright. ass green, like not yellow. So I thought that was pretty dumb. But I like the cups here. Let's see. Does this have the double? No, this is just the single. This is the single cup. I don't think I put a double cup on here. But this one. This is the double cup. And it's got the back. Little guy. I thought that was pretty cool. Like I said, I gave you guys options so you're not having to just buy, you know, everything more than you want. Give you some options. Oh, you guys are going crazy. Are you guys even watching me? I'm just kidding. Let's see. You guys got any questions? I mean, we can go till 12:30, or if you want to hang it up at 12, I'm fine with that. Whatever you guys want to do. Corey, I had a 15-inch Rockford Series 1 on a Punch 200 in high school. Oh, that was probably banging, dude. Probably doing like a 138, something like that. Sounded good. Absolutely. Work, watch, yet videos, your videos equals my life. Base videos. Either way, thank you. And that's awesome, man. Thank you for tuning in, too. Appreciate you. How much cereal do I eat in a year? Not enough. I love cereal. But you know what? I got the best fiance in the world. I wake up, breakfast made every day. It's not cereal. Bacon, sausage, eggs, French toast, you name it. Cereal? Thanks, Davey. You guys are killing me. You like doing the show? Absolutely, man. I do have fun. I like answering you guys' questions and stuff and just hanging out and just chilling. It's cool. It's nice because a lot of times whenever I'm out somewhere, I'm busy. When I'm at Team SP Loud, I have a show to run. I have lanes to get through, and I can't always talk to people. So, like Dennis came in, talking and stuff. If you had a question, you could just ask me now. And I mean, same thing with Messenger. But it's hard to get, into the conversation because it's like I see someone message me and it's like, okay, I need to remember to message them back when I have some time to actually sit down and talk to them. Because I don't want to just send a message and then poof, be gone for an extra 2 hours and then send a message and poof, be gone for another 2 hours because I'm busy. So I feel like this is a good platform to do it. And why not? Andy, eat, call in, blow, bro, do it on. I don't even know what that is. El Fuego early rides showcase tomorrow, 3:30 Central Standard Time. What's that? I'm surprised Kip's not on tonight. Probably doing last minute Christmas shopping. What are the pioneers of car audio in your opinion? Manufacturer Steve Irby. As a individual person, that's hard to say. There's so many people. It's not like an individual person per se. I mean, I feel like pioneers guiding the way in a lot of things to help us. Steve Meade, he's been there so long. I mean, I know he's not doing so much stuff now to teach us, but it's like it's already been done. But at that time of day, at least in my generation, he was the guy. And I mean, EXO was the guy having fun with the subwoofers, so it's a different type of pioneer, but yeah, definitely Steve Meade, man, just for what he did for the community and does as a businessman and all that kind of stuff. Now today as current, that's tough. Cause Mark's out there doing his thing. it's tough, man. It's really hard to say who's really out there. I feel like there's so many people out there all doing their own thing that they can do that is what they excel in, and it's helping the community as a whole with everyone together, not really one person. Absolutely. It's a village. Most of the true pioneer engineers were friends, just having fun. Amen, brother. EXO bought a house that needs a lot of work. I know, I feel so bad because his content has been about his house. It's fine. We love EXO. So we'll watch it. But it's like, between that and then the bass fan, and then it's just like, I miss just whatever he was doing audio-wise. And it's understandable because he has to really, like, pretty much redo his entire house. And it's just hard, because Kayla's like, hey, we haven't seen an EXO video. What's going on? I'm like, it just hasn't posted anything in a while. Deviant from 14.4 volt talk. Love you, bro, and our fans. Love you too, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Keeping it G-rated as always. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Bobby is the bestest, biggest heart in the community. Bobby is that dude, and he takes the bullets, man. People be like, pew, 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 pew. He's just like Wonder Woman. Keeps fighting. Love you, Bobby. Live in Lao with. Come on, man. You're just setting me up now. EXO lived near me. I know he wasn't too far from me. I think it was Carolina or something. Now he's just Tennessee or Kentucky or something. I forget where he moved to. I remember, but I forget. Pacemaker. It's been over a month, EXO. I know. And I feel like, a lot of YouTubers, when they get real big, it's like you can almost post every month instead of every week or every day, like some people. So it doesn't really matter, and it's like algorithm, analytics. They're not really too worried about it. They got money coming in elsewhere. They already built a brand. But, I mean, at the end of the day, though, even those videos are worth it in a way. You're watching EXO just growing with his house and just, fixing things and doing stuff. And it might not be what you're trying to look for, but it's a filler. It's enough to get you by, for sure, instead of just not posting for 6 months. But I know what you guys mean, man. It's tough. I know it's hard too, even like posting every week. I tried, this week I just posted some extra stuff with like the L7X. Look at this thing in an enclosure. First time in an enclosure. Gotta post it. Gotta put it on my channel. Oh, they did an 8 because I said to do an 8 or a 10 at 8 hertz, and they did it. So I'm like, I gotta put that on my channel. Oh, I found this on my tablet. This is exactly from like a year ago. No one's seen this on my YouTube. Gotta put it on there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put all this content on this week. So with that said, whenever you post a video on me for Thursday, it's like, well, Friday, Saturday, and then you're sitting there Sunday about to watch some football. You're like, wow, I don't have anything for this week. Shoot, I got to film. And then it's like, I got to work. I got to watch kicker. I got to go to bed. I got to do all this other stuff. It's really hard to do content every week. That's why I try to at least keep it every 2 weeks. And I love to do these lives to just contact with you guys and to just get content for you guys. I really do. Look at El Fuego. A shout out to 14.4 volt talk, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. That is awesome, El Fuego, for shooting them a shout out. And we got to love the 14.4 volt talk guys. They're awesome. We love you too, El Fuego. Definitely got to get you on a live podcast. I want to get my Patreons on a podcast too. But instead of, let's keep you up. But instead of, one at a time, just get you guys all. I think you can have up to 8 people on the free platform for StreamYard. But I mean, with your guys' super chats and the YouTube money coming in, I'm probably just going to upgrade on the StreamYard here, so I can stream to multiple channels and I can have a lot of people on at once and all the fun stuff. Dennis, if you were in an SPL build competition and if you could pick one YouTuber to help you, who would you pick and why? That's a good question. Derek from Sundown. it'd be game over. It'd be game over from the Sundown Unofficial if you ever watch his YouTube channel. Definitely. SPL wise, of course. Plus, he loves all my memes, man. Come on. Headlight. Guys are nuts. I know, Saber. I know you messaged me a lot and I felt bad. I've been kind of doing a bunch of different stuff. We had a lot of appointments and just life gets in the way. And I've actually been trying to do some more videos, so I have more stuff in the future. So I'm not so far behind on stuff. And I do get on my phone, and I understand. Just get the time and not message you at 4 a.m., which I do a lot of times to a lot of people because that's when I have time. But yeah, you never answer me on Facebook, so I decided to delete. You kept pushing me to go back there, and I did. Decided not work. Oh, come on, man! I know you had a Facebook. I'm like, did he always have a Facebook? And I'm like, he just added me. Maybe he just made a new one. So you didn't have Facebook, and then you got Facebook, and now you're making me feel bad because I didn't answer you. Listen, I am sorry. I'm the guy that, like, you could text me 1 minute, I might answer you in 5 seconds, or you might text me and I might message you the next day. I'm sorry, man. I totally forgot. And like, if you look at my freaking notifications, it's retarded. It's literally retarded. It's insane. Like, literally, I don't even know if you can see this. Come on, focus. There we go. Come on. Can't even see anything. Stupid camera. But anyway, I don't know. Like, literally just from like this month, I have, okay, right there. This month, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Look, I'm still going. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61 in group chats. It's insane. And it's not that I don't want to answer you. It's just the time to sit there and answer everybody. It's insane. I'm sorry about that, man. Really am. Absolutely. But you know what drives me nuts? I found out that he goes live every Friday, and then I'm missing it because I go live twice on Friday. So how's that going to work? I know we were supposed to have MBE on the Rolling Thunder podcast. I've been watching MBE for about a year and a half, longer than a lot of people. I've seen him at around 1.5, almost 2,000 subscribers, like literally where I'm sitting now. And I'm like, look at this guy. He likes kicker now. I'll watch it. And then when he was talking, I'm like, man, he reminds me of my buddy Soda. Just the way they act. And yeah, he's a cool guy. I actually have good conversations with him on the phone. I actually need to call him to see how he's doing and see if he wants to come on one of these podcasts. TG, thanks for tuning in. Yo. I was driving, so could not type. Aw, come on, man. Nah, be safe. I'm on fire tonight from Deviant. You guys are nuts. Left-handed screwdrivers. Everyone needs a left-hand screwdriver. Dennis, you know what's missing from your YouTube channel? You need a Rafa like Soundman had. Doesn't matter what you did, Doug. I can't. I like watching his channel too. It reminds me of Exos a little bit. I think we have a little bit different personalities though. All right, cool. We are caught up. I'll watch RGA. I'll watch a while before I sub. See if I really want to watch anything. I sub to earns it. I'm old school that way. Right. Usually I don't sub until I watch like 4 videos because it's like, oh, well, this is pretty good content. But when it's like basehead stuff, it's like, unless it's like super clickbait, then I'll just subscribe right away. Like Hi-Fi Vector. Hi-Fi Vector. I found him on Instagram. Well, I found him on YouTube first. Popped up. You know, I do amp dynos. I look at amp dynos. They're going to pop up. He does amp dynos. And I just think it was funny because his name is Hi-Fi. Not Vega, but Vector. I sent it to Vega. I'm like, yo. It's funny. So he does amp dyno videos and a little bit of different stuff, but it was like older videos. He's really just amp dyno, and he's popping one out almost every day. And he's got his own built amp dyno, the Vector or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's just a load bank resistor switch mechanism, and then he uses an AMM1 for his power input to see how much power the amp does. So it's pretty cool. You guys can hear the music, right? Because I know last time we didn't have music. I wanted to make sure the music was working. It should be working. Likes are so important to the YouTube algorithm. It's what forces content to more people. Absolutely. Likes and link clicks, or not even link clicks, the click of the thumbnail really pushes it. But the likes for the lives and stuff, and even the regular videos, it really helps. If no one likes it, but everyone watches it, like you said, it's not going to force anyone else to watch the show, to watch the video. So smash that like button. And thank you guys for watching, man. This has been fun. I like Soundman better than X. I haven't watched enough Soundman to like him more. Who would really win? Whoever's got more money. They both know what they're doing. That's what it comes down to a lot of times. Fuego, are you not entertained? YouTube Soundman, no different than real life, Doug. Yeah, I know. I met a few YouTubers that weren't quite the same as they were on YouTube. But now they're cool. Yes, good music. Awesome. Thank you, man. Eddie Cat 69, thank you for tuning in. Living Loud. I like this one. Living Loud with Andy. Beardy Tacos. Sounds good. Geo Metro tailpipes. Hey, Geos need tailpipes too, man. That in the vape stick. It's just peach rings. Well, actually, it's not even peach rings. I don't have my good stuff. This is something new I tried today. Melon something? I don't even know. It's pretty good. I'm not like my buddy Tony. You don't have to ask me what's in the vape. It's always the same stuff. Terry? Sorry if I messed that up. I just bought an Audison LXR 1.1K, brand new in the box for $150. Nice. I don't even know what that amp is. I'm going to have to look that up. I've heard of Audison, but not for car audio, I don't think. Audison LRX. There it is, 1.1K. How? Holy moly. These seem expensive. Wow. Okay. You know what? I have seen these before. So it does 1,090 watts. Here's the manual. 420 watts at 4 ohms, 800 watts at 2 ohms, 1090 at 1 ohm, so it's 1 ohm stable, and it's CEA certified, meaning that it's certified at 4 ohms at 1% THD, and does 420 watts. So it probably will do it. It's refused for 80. So that's not bad, man. I mean, honestly, that reminds me of my Kenwood that I had, the Kenwood 9104Ds, around the same amount of power output. And for $150, you can't pass that up. It's not bad. As long as it works for you, man. End of the day. Ooh, am I glitching? I'm glitching. You know what that means, guys. We're going to end in a minute. Hey, it's doing over an hour. I'm fine with that. Not even really try to cool down this room too much. Just enough. Yes. Best place to list them, I mean, honestly, if you want to ship them, you can put them in a lot of groups. But if you don't want to ship them, locally is best. Let me know where you're from, El Fuego. I'll see if I can help you out. Oh, I bet it is. I bet it is. All right, cool. Well, I guess we're just going to wrap it up. Cameras get glitchy. It's 10 a.m. for me here, and I'm going to go down and snack on some stuff, and we'll definitely do this again. Maybe since we can't do it Friday, it's going to be Christmas. If I have a day off this week, and maybe after a 12-volt talk show, if I don't work Wednesday or Thursday, after a reverse polarity, one of the shows, maybe we'll go live. And if I'm off work, I'll let you guys know. I'll probably give you guys a day in advance. I'll post it in my YouTube feed here. But of course, yeah, we'll sneak in an extra one. So, but thank you guys for watching, and hope you had a good time. Sorry if I didn't get to answer everyone's questions. I tried my best. I almost need to have Kayla be a moderator and throw up some questions for me and just go from there. But even then, it's tough. And like always, stay living loud, everyone, and stay warm. All right? I'll see you guys on the next one.